It is right now in the middle of the night, and you know why I'm recording this video? Because the SEC just went insane. And tomorrow, we'll be doing a long live stream going over everything that's happened and why I think that this is just one of the craziest things that's happened to the crypto space. But to not leave you guys in the dark, the SEC went after Binance. And when did they do it? Oh, the only time I am on a flight with turbulence so the internet does not work. That's the only time when the SEC tries to play something like that. They checked my schedule and knew I was not going to be there to go live to call out their God. This type of stuff can really just mess up your night, huh? Like I said, right now as we speak, it is about 2:40 a.m. Not a problem though, because this stuff needs to be covered. Yeah, so like I was trying to say, the long story short is the SEC is going after Binance, CZ, and a lot of different new cryptos. It's insane. And everybody, if you've not done it yet, I want to spread this video with everybody. Make sure you press that like button. One other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reply to every single comment right now for the entire week to see how many people actually ask stuff or say cool stuff, say nice things or say negative things, whatever. I obviously will not reply to spam. Let's move on. Today we charged Binance Holdings Limited, US-based affiliate BAM Trading Services Inc., which together with Binance operates Binance US, and their founder, CZ, with a variety of security law violations. Ooh. Again, this is what we call the SEC's regulation by enforcement approach and lawsuit by media. The public doesn't trust the SEC for a reason. Watch and learn why. Now, again, I just stated that this is about multiple different crypto. That's because the SEC's complaint identifies 10 tokens it deems to be unregistered crypto asset securities. The target list includes some of the biggest names in crypto: Solana, Cardano, Matic, Filecoin, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algorand, Axie, and Coty. And the SEC also alleges that Binance issued unregistered securities BNB and BUSD. The SEC is taking the position that the 10 identified tokens traded on the secondary market are themselves securities. I'll be back shortly with my key takeaways from the 136-page complaint. Now, cool thing is XRP is on there, and they didn't actually list that, which was quite peculiar. And CZ himself says that this is an attack on the entirety of crypto, which, again, I fully agree with. I don't see how you could see this any other way, especially if you start thinking about things like this. Jeremy Hogan, a lawyer that we know and love, said, "I bought Algorand because Chair Gensler praised it and its founder back in 2019. Now, in this little video here, I think I can actually play it.
Sylvia McCally's Algorand, who's a Turing Award winner at MIT that I work with. Sylvia's got a great technology that has the performance you could create Uber on top of it."
Hopefully y'all heard it. He basically just praises Algorand, which is ridiculous now if you start thinking about it, right? For those wondering about the legality, since Kim Kardashian was sued by the SEC for a similar thing, here's the relevant law. The issue is whether Chair Gensler was paid directly or indirectly by the issuer of this speech. And now, that would be kind of funny, if they actually go against Algorand and the SEC receives money from Algorand because of some security problem, then it's kind of funny that he was encouraging Algorand while at the same time basically investigating them and knowing it was a security because apparently they knew for all these years already. But then also because they then would win the case potentially, that he'd get paid by Algorand for Algorand, even though he praised Algorand. Kind of a little funny circle. Anyway, don't want to talk about this, even though I do think it's quite peculiar. Apple's new vision stuff. Wanted to talk about it on my second channel already, but I'm skipping it for today. I'll talk about it tomorrow. It's almost 3 a.m. already. Binance was obviously quite quick to come up with a comeback, both. And they basically just said they're disappointed the way the SEC handles all these things. And the same can be seen over on CZ's Twitter. As Gary Gensler, while I was in the plane, he said, "Through 13 charges, we allege that Zhao and Binance entities engaged in an extensive web of deception, conflict of interest, lack of disclosures, and calculated evasion of the law," which is always a difficult thing to allege when the laws are not that clear. As I have also tweeted out though, however, it's interesting to me that Gary Gensler has such interesting responses when, in reality, he does not seem to really properly read whatever the comments are under his post. It's insane. Now, interestingly enough, Binance's money did not go down drastically. The SEC sues Binance, but no major withdrawals from Binance. User balances are actually increasing. I suppose because some people are trying to sell, that might actually increase as the prices of most cryptos did drop pretty significantly. As we can see, Bitcoin down 6%, Ethereum down 5%, BNB down 10%, logically, XRP down 7%, Cardano down 7%, Dogecoin 9%, Solana 9%, and I'd assume a lot of the coins that were mentioned in this lawsuit are down near double digits. Yeah, and so far, even as of this point, nothing too crazy has happened in terms of withdrawals or people not trusting Binance. Again, remember, this is the SEC alleging some negative stuff for Binance US, but Binance as a whole is pretty fine. It's kind of funny how a little bit earlier I wanted to cover all the positive sentiments regarding the crypto space again, and all of a sudden we have to talk about Binance or CZ4 again, which is, ignore the FUD. Our team is all standing by, ensuring systems are stable, including withdrawals and deposits. We will issue a response once we see the complaint. Haven't seen it yet. Media gets the info before we do, which also is insane. And I don't even want to get started about how Gary Gensler and the whole SEC approach, Binance and the whole situation so much differently than they did with FTX, which was more of a, it'll be fine, but with Binance, they're very straightforward and heavy on the accusations. And again, what we talked about earlier with the whole Coinbase Earn situation, the SEC accuses Binance US of providing trading for securities such as all these, which is crazy on its own. But the SEC also accuses Binance of providing coin earning programs, BNB Vault and Simple Earn, and staking investment plan. In addition, the SEC accuses Binance of intentionally evading US supervision. And apparently the SEC emphasizes that the list of tokens as securities in the document are including but not limited to. However, the tokens with large trading volumes such as ETH, USDC, USDT, LTC are not included. Previously, the chairman of the US SEC stated that crypto other than Bitcoin may have security attributes. He basically said every single crypto except for Bitcoin is a security. So it's interesting that Ethereum is not mentioned in here. But again, let's not talk about that for too long because we've done that for too much time. And another interesting thing is that it should be noted that the charges brought by the SEC and CFTC against Binance are all civil lawsuits, not criminal charges involving money laundering that BitMEX encountered before. And I suppose that's mostly the difference between getting money from them and getting these guys locked up, what the intention behind that would be. Now, I must always play devil's advocate here, as at the end of the day, guys, I'm looking out for you and your best interest always, always, always. And I must admit, the way that Binance did some stuff is pretty freaking dumb, but I guess that's infancy, So apparently, the SEC claimed BAM trading and BAM management were formed by Binance and its chief executive in an effort to evade US federal security laws by claiming that BAM trading operated the Binance US platform independently and that US customers were not able to use the Binance.com platform. Things the agency argued were not true. The regulator accused Binance, Zhao, and other executives of being aware of violating US security laws, with one purportedly saying, "We are operating as a effing unlicensed securities exchange in the USA, bro," in late 2018, according to the filing. Again, that would be a executive of Binance supposedly saying that at some point 5 years ago. Which, again, I don't think is too strange because at that point it was the Wild West. And apparently the defendants, so Binance and all the guys, were free to and did transfers, customer crypto assets as defendants pleased, at times commingling and diverting them in ways that properly registered broker dealers, exchanges, and clearing agencies would not have been able to do, the SEC complaint alleged. The filing claimed billions of funds were sent to an account held by Zhao, owned Merit Peak Limited, that were subsequently transferred to a third party, apparently in connection with the purchase and sale of crypto assets. The SEC accused Binance of sending funds to Sigma Chain, a Zhao-controlled firm that allegedly engaged in wash trading that artificially inflated the trading volume of crypto asset securities on Binance US. And as part of the complaint, Binance and BAM Trading face allegations of doing unregistered work in exchange, broker, dealer, and clearing agency functions, as well as accusations of multiple unregistered offers and sales of crypto asset securities and other investment schemes. It's a lot. Now, of course, Binance came out to state they're defending this to the death, and I do believe that that's the only way forward. Today, the SEC, this is Binance US saying, today the SEC filed civil claims against Binance US in what is the latest example of regulation by enforcement under the current commission. To be clear, we believe the lawsuit is baseless and we intend to defend ourselves rigorously. vigorously. However, we want to address what has become an all too common occurrence for entities and individuals operating in American digital asset industry. And they basically say, hey, we've been trying to call out to the SEC, but the SEC keeps ignoring us. Well, I'd say this is the story of a lifetime because this is the way the SEC always does things. Not surprising to anybody, not strange, not, oh, what did the SEC just do? No, this is the way they've done things for a little while. As I said before, we're fighting this tooth and nail in the Ripple case. I still think that's the most important one, setting the fundamentals and the groundwork for all the other ones to come. But hey, that's just a theory, and yeah, those were my thoughts.